my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. My people, allegedly they said some elders have come up with the issue of the surname once again. Recall that some time ago they said there was a time Olori Ashley shared in the WhatsApp group of the Olories how they will try to, find a way to make Queen Naomi drop the name Ogunwusi. That she cannot be claiming that she is no longer interested in marrying the king. Yet, she is still answering Ogunwusi. That the name Ogunwusi is still why she is popular and all of that. They forgot to believe or accept that Queen Naomi has been popular even before all of them. As a matter of fact, she is still more popular than all of them. So they said when the king's father heard about that, because according to what we heard then, they said it was Dr. Elizabeth who shared the message with the king, because they said the king is not in that group. The group is just for the Olories, where they discuss women matter and the things that happens in the palace. So they said when Ashley shared that information in the group, Dr. Elizabeth now bring it to the king's notice, and they said the king reacted badly towards it, telling Ashley never to spoil the mind of all these Olories, that even if Queen Naomi have been answering Ogunwusi, that is none of her business. After all, Ogunwusi is not her father's name. And if there's any one of them who would drop the name, it should be Ashley, who entered the marriage the wrong way. That Queen Naomi is the original wife of the king. And the king have not come to the public to make it open that they are no longer in the marriage, that they have dissolved the marriage, that it is only then will anyone come up to suggest that Queen Naomi drops the name Ogunwusi. But since nothing of that nature have happened, that none of them have the right to talk about pressurizing Queen Naomi to drop the name Ogunwusi. Okay, they said even the king's father wasn't happy on hearing that he blasted Ashley and Ronke who planned that, because the information then revealed that it was Ronke and Ashley who had that meeting before bringing it to their platform. And recently we heard that some elders who doesn't want Queen Naomi back to that palace, who have been fighting tooth and nail to make the king release Queen Naomi so that she will go, they said they have come up with the idea again, saying that Queen Naomi cannot go public telling people that she's no longer interested in marrying their king, or making people believe that she's not longer that she doesn't want polygamy. Yet she is still answering the name polygamy. She's still answering the name of a polygamist who happens to be Ogunwusi. So they said these elders came up with this idea, but the king wasn't accepting it. That they said he is not happy with that group of people. They said these people are the same people that whenever they bring the matter of Queen Naomi up in their council of chiefs, the way they will be talking about Queen Naomi. As a matter of fact, there was one time we heard that they are the ones who encourage some of these Olories never to leave the palace for a stranger, especially those of them that came from Ile Ife. Because from what we heard allegedly then, they said some elders was telling some of the Olories, especially Ashley and Ronke, and we do know that they are their uncles and brothers. So according to what we heard then, they said this set of people told Ashley and Ronke that on no account should they leave the palace of their forefathers for a stranger. Because they see Queen Naomi as a stranger, because Queen Naomi is not from Ile Ife, in as much as she's a Yoruba girl. So they said those elders were the ones supporting Ashley and Re-errecting never to leave the palace, even when the king have ordered them to. That they are going to support them to be in the palace. That they are the king's chief decision makers. They are going to make sure that the king did not succeed. And that's why a lot of people have been saying that the women, the Olories, can never depart from that or can never relocate from that palace, because they have backups, strong backups, who are among the decision makers of the kingdom. You know, in as much as the king is the king here, there are people that if they gang up against him, he's going to have a very big problem in this throne. So, and it seems as if most of these people are those ones supporting Ashley and Re-errecting. So they said these people came up with this idea again, that Queen Naomi must drop the name and all of that. And a lot of people are saying, how is that their business? That Ogunwusi is Queen Naomi's son's name, you know, in as much as they would want her to drop the name. It doesn't mean that Prince Tadenikawo too would drop the name. And there are some passports bearing some passports of Queen Naomi that bears that Ogunwusi, and the son's own also bears Ogunwusi. And if there's any change in that passport, it will affect the two. It simply means that if Queen Naomi wants to travel, she might not travel with Prince Tadenikawo, and that won't be good for the young boy. And there are most of Queen Naomi's documents with the name Ogunwusi. So in as much as she might want to change the name, it is never going to be in a hurry. That is what I think. That is if the king will ever allow that. Because from what we are hearing allegedly, from the look of things, the king is never ready to give up on Queen Naomi. And that is why you see him pestering Queen Naomi's life like a housefly that is going after wound. Even when Queen Naomi is saying, go, 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 I don't want to go, I don't want to, he will be coming. He believed that the kingdom of God suffered violence, and only the violent take it by force. And in a situation like this, he believed that being gentle with Queen Naomi's decision might ruin things for him. So that's why you see him always going to beg Queen Naomi, because he knows that he has messed up big time. And trying to prove I am the king, I cannot beg you, I cannot go down, I cannot do this, is going to worsen the situation. So all those people having meeting or thinking of how to make Queen Naomi drop the name, they are just daydreamers, because the king is not ready to, is not going to support them. And they don't have such rights to tell Queen Naomi to do that, not until the king decides. And from what we are hearing allegedly, the king is never going to decide. So they should be even grateful that Queen Naomi is still answering their name, even when she said that she's no longer interested in the marriage. So my people, na so we hear them. Don't forget that they are all alleged information, okay? Always bear that in mind. And please subscribe to my channel if you're here to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up and share it. And don't forget, I still love you. Bye for now.